We here, man. We here.
Yeah.
We here. We in the whip.
God, we in the whip.
Hey, man, if y'all couldn't tell, we got a very special episode. We got one of the OGs. OGs in the whip.
You know what I'm saying?
We got my boy Coy in the whip. What's going on, Coy?
Man, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good? Hell yeah.
Feeling good, living better, you know it.
Hell yeah, man. That's good, man. Like I said, man, one of the OGs. It didn't dawn onto me that you were actually the first one.
I was
in
the
whip
first.
until you said it. Type shit.
Yo, y'all don't even know that.
Hell yeah.
I was the first one, yo. And I had to spin back. I'm seeing all the good work. You know, I'm seeing the quality content out here online. So I was like, yo, I gotta come back.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You like family, dog. So I'm glad to have you in the whip. Real quick question. Do you see like the difference from when we first had you in this bitch?
Bro, the production value has increased tenfold. It's amazing, bro. I'm glad to see it.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, man.
I wouldn't expect nothing less neither, though.
I appreciate that, man. And you know, I want to say something. I know you was giving me my prize. We gotta talk about your prize, man. All this shit that you've been doing, man. We talking about. If y'all ain't know, if y'all seen the first episode, you already know. But if y'all didn't, let me give another introduction. This is Coy, man, the biggest hustler I know, the biggest boss I know. No, come on, talk to him, man. This damn near Mr. Baltimore right here, dummy. This is Mr. Baltimore right here. Let's talk to him real quick. Hey, man, look. I gave a little intro. Tell people about yourself.
All right.
Go ahead.
So my name is Coy. I'm an artist, entrepreneur, mentor, you know, community activist of sorts, you know, in my city. And I've been doing it for a long time, a really, really long time. It's been like 10 years. 10 years as far as mentorship, and then as far as being an entrepreneur, excuse me, 10 years for artistry and mentorship. 5-6 years entrepreneurship. So, you know, I'm a seasoned vet at this point.
Hell yeah. So my question is, can you explain like a little bit of your entrepreneurship and then also, you know, your mentorship? Just explain that a little bit more for people that don't know.
So as y'all can see, I'm good. You know, that's the brand, that's the movement. A Coy Story is the overarching umbrella. So we do clothes, food, and mentorship. All right, I got a clothing store at the harbor. I'm good. It's right on the water. Harbor Place, 301 Light Street. And then right next to it is our food stall, Good Food, which y'all gonna see one all up and down the East Coast, all over the country and the world, you know, as time moves on. So, you know, but that's what we about.
That's good shit, man. So how is business right now?
Right now, business, we getting ready for the fast season. So it's like a lot of planning, a lot of meticulous planning and making sure that we hit. You know, like you got to line up your ducks in a row and hit. You know, it's no more luck involved. I got past the lucky part, you know. You know what I'm saying? I got real lucky. So now it's about, you know, making sure that we hit and we execute. So the summertime's coming up. That's our best time of the year. I run a volatile business. For the people who don't know what volatile means, it's basically you make your money like, you know, 3 to 6 months out of the year, and then the other 6 months, it's like a throwaway. You just opening up just to either be there, or you might close down like snowball stands, like stuff like that. Yeah. So that's the type of game that I'm in, and I didn't even realize.
What is it called? Volatile business?
Yeah, volatile business. Yes, sir. Volatility.
Put the what's it called? The definition up there for the people.
Yeah. Put it up there.
Want to put the definition up there and shit like that. That's good, man. And you like what you're doing right now? You like all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like, you know, I'm getting to the point now, and I made a video about this recently. Is like, you know, I'm 29 this year, I'll be 30 this year, so it's like in my 20s I realized I learned everything I don't want to do.
I saw that video.
Yeah, I learned everything I don't want to do, what I don't really want to.
Do you have that video on you?
I don't. I did it in the spot in the moment.
Damn.
And I can send it to you though.
Okay.
Like, I can, you know,
I want to put it up there so people can see it, man.
No, I can find it and get it to you for sure.
Get that to me.
But that's what I've learned is like my 20s, yo, it's about what you don't want to do. I've learned everything that I want to stay away from, things that don't align with me, you know, causes I want to stand for, causes I don't want to stand for. So, you know, that's where I'm at with it right now.
Hell yeah. I think that's a real valuable lesson, because you're right. I spent a lot of my time in my early years, and not just in my 20s, even my teens, doing shit that I didn't really want to do. And I figured out this is not where I see myself being in like 10, 20 years. This is not what I want to continue to do for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's people, whether it's business, whether it's work, and whether it's the lifestyle I'm living. You feel me?
It goes for everything, absolutely.
Hell yeah. So you think you always had that type of mindset? Do you think that came?
Yeah, for sure. So as far as doing what I want to do, what I don't want to do. So that came recently, right? Because I feel like indoctrination was a big part, right? So going to school, going to college, being a football player, you know, having schedules, being told to be here and there at certain times, it's like kind of subconsciously in me, it was like, you know, do what you told and, you know, kind of stay above the radar and, you know, that was kind of what I had subconsciously, like I said. But as the unlearning and relearning came into play, I realized, okay, like that's not really what it's about. It's not about just falling into a category or fitting in to fit in, you know. It's about standing out, really standing out and breaking out. And that's really what I had to tap back into, because that was that's what started everything, me standing out, being different. So don't start being different and stand out and then try to get into a bubble and into a lane. It's like, be true to yourself, for me personally.
So what's some advice you get to a young person that's probably watching this, or even somebody, you know, around our age that is struggling to be themselves because of what society says or how they feel, they think they need to be type shit? Like, what's your advice? What do you, just words or something?
Yo, you gotta say fuck it. Like, I don't know how else to really get this through there. You have to say fuck it, because I didn't. I felt I couldn't say fuck it because I had self-limiting beliefs on myself. Like, oh nah, you got a family, bro. Oh no, you got kids. Oh no, you got blah blah blah. You got no. Everything you need is right here, bro. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Bro, I be telling niggas. I telling everybody. Bro, I'm telling everything you got is right here.
Right
so
here.
It's not just me. I'm not just saying
this
this is the realest nigga I know saying that shit. So it gotta be real. It gotta be real.
Sure. Everything you need is right here. You don't go out seeking anything. Just look inward and listen to your voice, because at the end of the day, you would rather be wrong by yourself on your own accord than be wrong on someone else's accord, because it feel crazy. Like, why was I listening to yo? I feel like a follower instead of a leader. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get all hyped up like that.
But that's real,
I keep telling niggas, bro. You got everything you need is already in here.
Yo.
Everything you need. But why do we feel like it's not? My fault.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's social media.
Fucking good.
I mean, it just has to be like, what else is it? It's social media, bro. Like,
you don't think it's by design? We're social creatures, so we want to listen to what other people have to say.
I mean, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. So we are social creatures, but not on the scale that we know now. Like, you know, like, think about humans from the 90s and back. Let's not, you know, we don't gotta go that far. We can go 20, 30 years back. 90s and back, right? How many people do you think a person knew in their lifetime? Or how many people do you think they saw that they could, you know, get some type of advice or you know, they could draw from in their lifetime? Let's be real. Give me a number. For real. Give me a number. Yeah, a person. One average person.
An average person?
Yeah, average person. How many people
average person
they knew in their lifetime?
Okay, we're not... okay, like... Don't forget, high schools, there's like 100 people.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're taking that into account?
All that,
All right, so maybe they got like... maybe like 500 people.
Right. I'm mad you didn't say 1,000 because now it's millions.
Yeah.
Like, I open my phone and I can literally tap into millions of people. Imagine if you are like a popular streamer. You got millions of people watching you on a daily basis. Yeah. So I think that has to be it. Like, it's some type of social overload that we've had that makes us act way different than we are. And I mean, like, you see it now, like all the lawsuits going on with social media companies, and it's like a hit. Like a law company gets a social media lawsuit and it's like, oh yeah, mental health, all the different, boom, line it up, get the settlement check and get the payments out. Like, you know, it's automatic. So it's like, clearly it's something wrong. Yeah. It's something wrong,
bro. Speaking of streaming, you started streaming.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What's up with that? What made you get into that? I seen it. You and Abe been going crazy.
No, for sure. It's a lot of fun. So Abe was the first person who I saw that I really knew that was streaming, right? And I loved it. You know, I've been supporting him from the jump.
Hell yeah.
And as I'm going through my journey and content and what serves me more, it's like, yo, having a setup that I can come back to every day. And then, you know, I play the game anyway. I've been a gamer my whole life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I did take a break from playing the game when I was starting a business. Like, I didn't play the game for like 3-ish years. But, you know, now that I'm established and I'm getting back to serving myself, I just hop right back in that field. So just, you know, all that stuff lined up, I'm like, yo, I should start streaming. Like, it's a good way to, like, you mentioned the video, right? So it's not just like gaming and stuff. Like, I'll get on stream or I'll just record and give people some advice. Like, give, you know, life advice, do the, hey, I'm good talk that I do to people.
I see.
So it's like, it just lined up, bro. It was like, this is a way to do it. Like, you know, to reach people, it fit my personality. So, you know, I was like, let's line it up and hit it.
So maybe, I don't know if this is too whatever. Where do you see yourself with streaming? How do you want to incorporate?
You can never
streaming?
think farther than me.
Hey, talk your shit.
You can
talk your shit.
That's how everybody should be.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's why I started it, because I saw something long term in it. Like, let's just say, low, knock on whatever type of wood to say, hey, we get another pandemic or something come, and we gotta be in the house again. Like, that's gonna be a perfect way to reach your audience and build a platform and talk to people. And that's the main thing, adding value to people's lives. It's a great way to add value to people's lives. If you can sit down and watch me for 5 to 10 minutes, if that's it, and, you know, step into my life, see what's going on around me, it's a win for me.
Hell yeah. I agree. You just dropped new visuals for your new song, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So is it a new song? Is it a demo?
So I have Our Type of Letter just dropped. It's a demo for my new album that's about to drop. It's untitled. I don't have a name yet. Okay. I had a name, but I scrapped the name. I was like, let's figure something else out. But it's my first single from that upcoming album. It's one of the best pieces of music that I've ever made, you know, produced and composed and wrote on. I'm super proud of it, super happy of it. I don't really care what I do after this point. Honestly, just being honest, like, this was it for me. Not that I'm not going to stop. You know I'm going to keep going. But as far as, like, dang, like, lining something up, look, that was it. Like, that was it for me. So, yeah, Our Type of Letter just dropped. We dropped a whole bunch of promo for it. An official video hasn't dropped yet, but you know it's on the way. Come on.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, all right, that's what's up, man. Before we got in the car, you was about to show me a video. Do you want to preview it on here? Yeah, it's up to you. I'm not trying to pressure you. Type shit.
Let's do it. Bet that. So this is a single. It's called The Crash Out. Yeah. It might make the album, it might not. All right, it's pretty much just like was a writing exercise for me, for real. Yeah. And let me throw a quick. I gotta plug myself. If y'all ain't know, Koi was on my album type shit. Blue Faces, man. Make sure y'all check that shit up on Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming platforms, man. Check that shit out. Hell yeah. All right, let's preview this. This is The Crash Out. Hold up. Phone got a mind of its own right now. Yeah.
All good.
Tell me, oh please tell me, who are my friends? Tell me, oh please tell me.
You already know what's going on. Stay quarters at the third.
My friends, tell me.
I'm saying one time for your mind, I'm good, by the way.
Memory recollection. Tell me.
Yeah, that's good. It's a virus, try go viral till they chillin' with Osiris. I'm West African, take all the risk and turn it into diamonds. Choosing death, we overboarding ships. Hell, I ain't no bondage. I ain't loyal to this soil. You a Krillin if I'm honest. Fuck with me, go get the Navy. It get wavy, it get rockin'. My little bro don't care about nothing. He gon' drill you like a sergeant. Standing tall, don't get the pumping. Grab your rulers like a tyrant. Breathing life into the water. Got me flowing like a hydrant. It's wider than the frame, so they don't never get the picture flow. I could write all day about the ways they live in cyclical. Let them brag all day about the felonies, municipals. Telephones connect to Tel Aviv, they never miss a note. Had to roam, couldn't find no home, affect my physical. Check up on me really ain't enough, it ain't hospitable. All up in my way, I can't even stay, I gotta get difficult. Speaking on my name when I ain't round, they probably missing yo. Acting like I changed because I changed, like that's not the game. Sit round and complain about all the rain, I collect the pain. Buckets on my shoulders, chipping boulders, all the levees drained. Really kept composure through the closure, how you ever tame. All the losses really just the cost of what you never gained. Nut up or they just gon' tell you shut up, bro, it's hella lame. Spark that like the dark, been had the heart, I'm pumping several flames. Spit it raw, numbing up my jaw, it's like another cane.
Yeah, I had to burn that.
Okay, that's what's up, yo.
I heard that sample. Yeah, and it was like, oh nah, this poetry right here.
Hell yeah,
crazy. And like I said, it was a nice little writing session for me, you know, venting session, and yeah.
So what? In a time where everybody's big on like the melody and just making some bubblegum damn near rap, what made you fucking decide to go the lyrical route? Because you don't have to do that.
For sure. Staying true, yo.
Yeah, staying true to it.
Like, shit. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I'm a lyrical artist. Like, why pretend I'm not? You know, why try to keep serving the algorithm or keep trying to feed? Like, it's just, you know, I'm gonna make it being organic faster than not.
I was about to say, you literally literally said it like a couple minutes ago. Be true to yourself. Everything you got is in here. You don't gotta fucking do what everyone else is doing, whatever they tell you to do.
In fact, do the opposite.
That's what I'm saying.
I try to do the opposite of what everybody. That's just me though. I try to do what everybody else isn't doing because that's what's gonna make you stand out.
Type shit.
Yes,
So you think people should deliberately do the opposite?
I don't say that because it has to be you. That's me.
Okay.
Like I'm that type of person. Like I'm gonna go the other way. People know that about me. Like if we doing this, Koi probably is gonna be over there somewhere doing his own thing. Like I said, not going against the grain, just being true to yourself. Yo, that's the message from today. If you don't get anything from today, that's what you should get. Everything you need is right here, and be true to yourself.
Hell yeah, I love that shit, man. Hey man, let's get on to the actual episode, man.
Yeah.
So today's episode is titled, "What Does Success Cost for You?" So I guess, you're an entrepreneur, businessman, you understand that in all these different spaces,
you gotta pay to play.
You gotta pay to play. There's sacrifices that come with this thing, whether it's monetary, financial, relationships, and all that other stuff.
Everything, no, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And so I guess what is that cost for you? What you're that type of person where you're like, hey, I want this so bad that I understand the risk. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand what actually comes with this type of lifestyle. Everybody say they want to be a businessman, entrepreneur, or they want to be the biggest boss or the biggest whatever. No, you don't, bro. Like for real. When they know how much work you got to put into this shit, we are constantly working, constantly running around, constantly on the phone, constantly making deals, doing something. You feel me? You feel me? And I can only imagine what the fuck you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? I can only fucking imagine.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Bro. So yeah, we talking about the cost of success today.
Man,
and shit like that.
I like that. That's perfect.
Everybody wants access until they realize it comes with a price for real and stuff like that. So fuck it, let's go ahead and play the first video, man.
Let's do it.
And I guess before we get into that, did you ever feel like there was, being in these rooms with these people, do you ever feel like you needed like code switch? Or
come on now. Yeah. First of all, I've been code switching my whole life because my parents aren't from here. You get what I'm saying? So it was that first learning the code switch, walking in the house, and your people's are African. Like, I walked into little Africa over here, and then going to school and, dealing with the African booty scratcher. That's what they used to call us back in the day, African booty scratchers. Like dealing with all the little T's and stuff like that. So code switching has kind of been a part of my life, forever. Like, it's nothing that I could do about that. Like I said, it wasn't going against the grain, so I wouldn't recommend everybody code switch because everybody doesn't have to.
You don't think so?
Nah. Okay. I have a really good mentor, Derek Falcon, 7 Streams. I don't know if you've seen his videos before. Man, his page is crazy. 7 Streams, you should look at it.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
But Derek's the type of person who never code switch. Like, he stays 100% himself at all times, and it works for him. Yeah, it works for him. He's like cutthroat, like straight to the point, like, go get it type vibe. So I would say it depends on you, depends on who you are, depends on your story, right? My story is one of perspectives. It's one of like, it's has a wide range of variety. It's diverse. So yeah, I'm a code switch. Like, that's me.
So you don't think it's necessary to code switch?
No, it's not necessary at all. No. And then nowadays I do it way less. Like, I code switch way less now than I did before. Like, I almost like don't want to do it no more. For real.
Why?
Because it's like, so we talking about the cost of success, right? So it's like a mental toll that it takes on you so like for me, for example, personally, right? I started my business at the harbor, okay? So me and Kaylon have experiences dealing with white people because we went to majority white schools, predominantly white schools, right? So we know how it works, right? You walk into this space and it's like you're the token black and people kind of expect you to be a certain way. And I'm a mirror, naturally myself, I'm a mirror. Like, whatever you give me is kind of what I'm gonna give you back. So, if you come to me, you being nice and bubbly, like, hey, oh yeah, like we having a good time, right? But running a business and being a man, there is a cut, like there's a fine line that you have to have between code switching until you're like, deteriorating your own personality. So I dabbled a little bit into the deteriorating my own personality side when I was working at the harbor, while I am at the harbor, because it's like I felt like I had to do more because I want this shit so bad. It's like, yo, why can't I just put on a smiley face even though I'm mad as a bitch right now? Like, why can't I put a smile on my face and just act defenseless for a couple minutes? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but nowadays I'm like, now that I'm comfortable and like people know me and I built a rapport, it's like I feel like if you don't want to work with me now, then it's fuck you. Like, well, why are we here anyway?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Now that you say that, I'm getting to a point now. I was literally just telling Aiden, telling Liquid that I don't have time for the bullshit. You either gonna fuck with me or you're not.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I, like you said, you know, I'm like a mirror. You know what I'm saying? An energy giver and stuff like that.
Definitely, bro.
And a lot of times, and there was also times where I felt as though I had to act or be a certain way to almost feel comfortable in these spaces and almost to feel that they could take me serious. And now I'm realizing, yo, I have just enough skill. I have just enough intelligence as the rest of it. Sometimes even more than most of the people that I'm in the room with. There's no reason for me to dumb myself down or try to act like someone that I'm not.
Just step into that role.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be me. You either gonna fuck with me or you're not. And you gonna see once I open my mouth, you're gonna see I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Nigga got some sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Got some sense.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But hey, let's play this first video real quick.
Yeah, you hit it on the nail.
Blackboy Max really just asked Murakami if he would collab with Kai's brand Vivette.
Now, hold on real quick. Do you know who Takashi Murakami is? Have you heard of him? Okay,
his name sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
He's a designer. He worked for with Louis Vuitton, big companies like that. He actually helped Kanye design the cover for the what was the one, Graduation cover.
Graduation?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I know his name.
That's probably why.
That's one of my favorite album covers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know Kai Cenat? No.
One of the top comments is Max knows nothing about code switching. And this got me thinking about code switching in general. The owner of Rude said code switching is a huge reason for his success. Ruigi said he can talk to his homies and artists one way, and he can talk to
his documentary.
executives.
You said you watched it?
Yeah, the Rude documentary. Yeah. He's a cool guy. He's from immigrant background too. There's people from like Cambodia, somewhere in the South Pacific. I ain't know. He got a great story though.
All right, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Most definitely.
Another way. I actually asked one of the owners of Hellstar the same question at ComplexCon. And Ruigi from Rude, he talks about the art of code switching. Do you think that's an important skill as a designer to have?
I think that's just an important life skill. Don't just always act a certain way you are with your homies. It's okay to act that way with your friends, and then when you go to different environments, make sure you present yourself in a way that is reflective of your goals and what you want to become. They don't want us to come in and completely change who we are. Carry yourself with grace and dignity and represent yourself and represent your last name, because our name is all we have.
Shawnee was saying code switching isn't necessarily about changing who you are, but just about being respectful.
He hit it on the nail, just like you hit it on the nail.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to change yourself. You can code switch and still be you, for sure. Like it's a happy medium. Just find your happy medium, that's all.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people, I guess, get the whole code switching thing is they feel as though they got to switch their whole personality up just to. They think code switching is just completely changing who you are.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
It's when you go to Rome, you don't speak English, you speak Roman. You know what I'm saying? You go to Greece, you speak Greek. You know what I'm saying?
Rome, as the saying
goes,
goes,
that's what I'm saying. So when you're in that certain environment, you got to understand. That's like having awareness, knowing your environment. You know what I'm saying? Walk into a room with a bunch of CEOs, expecting them to understand street slang. They're not going to understand that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a 1 in 100 chance that they do. Like they might.
Yeah, and changing your language up depending on that environment doesn't mean you're changing who you are and the essence of who you are.
It's about communication at the end of the day.
Exactly, it's about communication. I don't know why the fuck that shit keep doing that, but it's about communicating and understanding who your audience is and being able to verbalize it in a way, communicate it in a way that they will understand it to get your point across the most effective way.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a great point that was just brought up, right, about communication, because that's everything in life. Like, that's the only way you get what you want. I was watching a video essay the other day called The Art of Getting What You Want, or The Art of Asking, excuse me.
Yeah.
And, like, basically you have to nut up and figure out a way. Like, if this is what you want, you got to figure out how to get that. Whether it is, all right, I'm going to kind of get a little, I'm going to mold myself a little bit and try to, wiggle through, or it's just like, I'm going to be me, 100% me, and I'm going to get it. Mm-hmm. But pick one and do it and figure it out.
Yeah. I'm going to say one thing real quick. This is for the people out there. You don't suck at business. You just never learned how to code switch for real. Yeah. Every successful person code switches.
For real, yeah.
Jay-Z, Nipsey Hussle, Virgil Abloh, Pharrell, just to name a few. Yeah. Whether you see it or not, they all code switch. You know what I'm saying? So like I said before, when you in Rome, you speak Roman. You speak Roman. You know what I'm saying? So you can't use the same language you would with your friends in a room full of execs. You know what I'm saying? So
and it's crazy. I actually got to talk about this. So I did etiquette training 2 years ago at the Harbor. So
that's what's up.
I told you about the nonprofit mentorship, right?
Yeah.
So I was working in basically doing Baltimore City, Baltimore County schools the first 6-7 years that we were doing it, right? And it was frustrating because they put so many parameters around you just because it's the school system. So you gotta, sign up to be a vendor, and then you gotta make sure that you're on the vendor list. And then, it was just too much. So I'm like, all right, I have a business now and I have a space, so I can just bring kids that I know down here. So, throughout the summer as we're doing business, as I would meet kids, because there's kids, y'all kids be at the harbor all day. Y'all know this. They be down there all day long. You know what I'm saying? I feed them and all that. But, I would basically talk to you. You want to do this? You want to do this? And I got a group of like 5 kids. We did etiquette training for a week in the summertime, right? Before they went back to school. And it's crazy how much these kids don't know. Like, my approach is very unconventional. Like, I already went through the camp counselor whole deal. Like, that doesn't get nobody motivated or moving to do nothing. Like, just be yourself and be 100% yourself, and they gonna trust you, right? So we basically meet in the morning. I would feed them, we would talk about how we felt. We do I forgot what I called it. It was not a vibe check, but basically a wellness check. Like, how you feeling today? In 1 or 2 words, 1 or 2 sentences. Don't gotta be too long. And then we would just walk around the harbor. And at first, I would just have them watch me. So they're behind me. I'm walking down. I'll see a professional person. I start, hey, how you doing today, sir? I like your suit. It looks real nice. Where'd you get it from? Talk to them. Blah blah blah. Once they go away, I turn around to the group. So what did you notice? And they'd be like, sometimes they'd be shocked, like, oh shoot, like we were supposed to be learning the whole time. I'm like, oh damn, my bad. But they had jumped to it like, well, I mean, you complimented them, but you didn't, like, it wasn't weird though. And I'm like, yes, exactly. You compliment, but you don't over compliment. Yeah. That's one thing, one principle for the day. All right, what else did we learn? And we'll go around a circle, and then boom, we go off, and now it's your turn. All right, you next, you go. So then they go, and now we all watching, like, what did they do wrong? We might laugh at them because they might have messed up or, did something awkward or whatever. But nonetheless, we learned. And I didn't realize I was teaching them how to code switch, but that was one of the things that I was showing them in the end. Because we went through, all walks of life. Like, we might meet the harbor's a melting pot. So we might meet a Mexican person, a white person, a black person in a row. Yeah. Like, literally. And then an Asian person next. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it works in the real world. I've practically done it, and I've seen it work with the youth. So if they can do it, some 17-year-olds from Baltimore who may not have the best situation at home, you can definitely do it. You just making excuses for yourself.
Everybody, I want to pivot to music a little bit real quick. So, and this is not just for music, but you'll see where I'm going at in a second. A lot of people, a lot of people on the internet are always talking about artists, people should stay independent. How do you feel about that?
It depends, yo. Yo, it's crazy. People talk so much on the internet. It's like, who are you gonna listen to? It's 1,000 motherfuckers telling you just 5 different things. Like, who you gonna listen to? Yeah. Like, it depends on you. Like, what is good for you? You know what I'm saying? Do you want a deal? All right, go get a deal and use your deal to push you up to is that all you want? It depends what you want out of it. So I would stress independence in general because, I mean, like, you don't want to be in a slave deal or something with 360. Yeah. We know how those work out. We heard the horror stories at this point. But, at the same time, just figure out what's good for you. Because a lot of independent people do deals with labels all the time. Mm-hmm. Like Chance, who was the poster child for Independence. Hell yeah. He had a distribution deal.
With a major label, yeah.
With a major label for that album. So it's
I think 21 did it for a while. And Lee Chopper, I think, is still independent.
And distribution deals with labels all the time.
That's what Nipsey did. He had a distribution.
They did the same thing.
Like all them niggas. Yeah, exactly. They all did it.
So now stop listening to every motherfucker who pops up on your screen that says, yeah, I got credits with no ID and blah, 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 and this, that, the third, and so and so. Like, just, what is best for you? First of all, what is your artist statement? That's a better question. What's your artist statement? You know what? What are you trying to portray to the world? What is your goal at the end of the day? Start with that first, and then
what's an artist statement? We gonna have to. Can you give it? You can put it in your words and stuff like. But we'll put it up there.
In my words, put the actual definition because I'm gonna butcher it. But an artist statement is basically just what makes you who you are. I have one on my website. So if you go to AkoiStory.org and you go to /about or contact or whatever, there's a tab on my website that says story. Click on story, and my artist statement is on there. It talks about me, my upbringing, what inspired my art. So it talks about humanitarianism, skating, football, and music. The things that influenced my upbringing, and then it ends just with what I do. So that is an example of an artist statement. But it's basically who you are as a person. Like what are you trying to show the world? Make it short, make it concise, and make it make sense.
So let's. I mean to cut you off, but let's shift that to business statement.
Right,
it's like the same exact thing. Telling what you are as a company. What do you believe in? What's your not? It's not the same as a mission, but what do you guys believe in? And what are you guys trying to accomplish and shit like that? What makes you guys who you are? What makes your company,
and
your
what's
business
funny is the only reason that I did an artist statement is because I was making a website for my business.
Exactly.
I'm one of the few people, a lot of people can't do this. I monetized my art. So I'm Good was a music project at first. It wasn't anything but a music project that I was dropping. I did a documentary for it, showed it to people, and then I ended up monetizing it. Now I have a restaurant, which is basically the cash cow, and a clothing store, merchandise. Everybody has merchandise now. So, hey, listen to me, don't listen to me, proof's in the pudding.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. But going back to the reason why I asked that question, Sci-Hi the Prince was on I think it was Club 520, what is it, with Jeff Teague and them?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, he was on there and he was talking about, he was basically saying that smaller artists should take the major label deal. And he's saying it's because,
I ain't mad at him for saying.
And the reason he's saying that is because these younger artists, even though they might be talented, they still have to prove that they are able to compete with artists like Beyonce, Drake, and all that stuff. And even though you might be as talented as them, they put in a lot more hours, a lot more time, and a lot more money that you probably don't have as a smaller artist.
Absolutely, the money part is the big. You can't
with them.
You're not being Beyonce.
So like for real, like stay independent, sound cool, like but at the same time, he
I like that because it's the opposite of what people are hearing. Everybody keeps telling kids and artists to be independent, and it's like it's kind of fucking them over because it's like you basically telling them to just put your head down and work and kind of go through that like entrepreneur journey. But it's like everybody's not built for that, especially artists.
Yeah, especially artists.
Artists are not entrepreneurs. It's like it's rare that you have both. Even me, I struggle with being both. Like I literally have to switch it off. Like when I want to be an artist, like some of the business stuff has to switch off just because it doesn't work like that. Like I need somebody who's running the business side of things. So I feel like y'all setting these people up for failure when y'all tell them like just be independent, be independent, be independent, be independent. Like nah, it's other ways. Like come on now, don't listen to everybody, please.
Let's play this video real quick.
Do it.
You're saying take the high major record label over doing it the independent route.
What I'm saying is you can make money. We have to professionalize it. It's like this. Spotify pay out like I think $450 million a year. And it has to disperse to every artist that's on Spotify. So your sister could make 10 songs tomorrow. She can go to Guitar Center, get a $5,000 setup, sing 10 songs. Now her album next to Beyonce's. Beyonce been running in heels and singing on treadmills, all shit for 25 years to get this spot on Spotify or whatever.
Nigga, what if I'm better than her?
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. You gotta prove it multiple times like she had to prove it. I can say,
You said what?
Multiple times is the thing. Like it's a reoccurring. You have to. It's not just one time. It's many times.
Yeah, you gotta show them that you can keep doing that.
Social proof, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm better than T, right? But you gotta prove it in the 8th grade. Make your 8th grade team. Then you gotta make your JV. You gotta make your varsity. You gotta go to school, red shirt. Yeah, you gotta go through the steps. You can't pay Kevin Durant $20 million a year if it's 3,000 niggas on the bench like when we get in the game. The only reason you can pay him that much is because it's only 350 of y'all.
Yeah. So what about the route Russell took?
Yeah, I mean, I would call that like he playing in China.
Got nigga Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, he in China.
What? Like for real. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm playing in China.
He getting paid.
I mean, but you still indie, you still getting paid, but you ain't in the NBA. You know what I mean? You ain't nice dribbling hot sauce, but I'm just saying, lovely. Nigga, LeBron playing the Heat tonight, nigga.
Russell playing in China is crazy. That make perfect. That's a great analogy. That's why I'm laughing, because it's a great analogy. It makes perfect sense. Like, for real. That's literally what we're saying. Like, it's like, yo, independent is that. Like, you know, it's like it's the G League. But if that's what you about, like me, I'm like an underground style artist. Like that's what I grew up on. That's what I care about. I care about the streets, the underground hearing me. I don't really care about, you know, the world hearing me. And honestly, but sometimes that works out for the best, where it's like, you know, just doing you, and next thing you know, everybody fucks with you because you being you.
Yeah. So you agree with him? You disagree? Is this, or is it like in the middle, or like
I completely agree. I completely agree. And he an OG. Like you know, that's I say don't listen to everybody, but that's like one person. Like you know, he got credentials. The social proof is behind, and he's not just some random person who you never met before. Like clearly, he sold records. He know what he's talking about. He's been in the industry. So I agree 100%.
Do you have you heard or listened to La Russell, the guy from
of
West Coast
course.
like that?
I really like La Russell's movement.
Yeah, how you feel about
inspirational. It's very inspirational to me because I'm doing a similar thing. Like, and people make the comparison to me a lot, respectfully. You know, not just saying you like yo, but just like you remind me of what he be doing.
What he's doing.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, you know, the concerts in the backyard, like that's what independence looks like. Do y'all really want to do that? Y'all want to throw concerts in your backyard for 5 years to get a little bit of buzz? You know, like, and you know, I'm underselling it a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. It's a hard route to take. So like, you know, I respect La Russell though. I like it a lot. I love what he was doing. You know, it's inspirational to me. You know, all the controversy and stuff. I feel like he should have took that a different way. Like that's good. Like people know you, bro. What did you expect? Like people don't like a good guy. Like unfortunately, like people like the bad guy. So you knew that was coming, bro. Like come on, now that's gonna do something.
Yeah, hell yeah. So let me say one thing though. The lie wasn't that you shouldn't do stuff on your own. The lie was that they told you that it was bad to ask for help.
Exactly.
It was bad to ask for help. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Every successful person out there has some type of help when they were coming out. If we want to go on a bigger scale, Jeff Bezos and Trump both had $1 million loans from their parents.
Come on,
on a grander scale.
Yeah, let's be real.
Birdman took Lil Wayne under his ring and gave him the resources necessary to reach the people that was necessary to hear him, to make him into the icon and the superstar that he is.
Yes, sir.
So it's okay to receive help. You don't have to do everything on your own. They're pushing this I'm by myself hustle culture that I got to do everything on my own. And it's a lot of time that's what holding a lot of people back. Instead of reaching out and just being like, hey, let me get some help, people have their pride. And it's holding them back from receiving the blessings from the people who can help them get to where they want to be.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dealt with that my damn self.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah, I definitely have. Like, and I had to learn that the hard way. To the point, it's like my life too. I have a lot of help. So like a concept that I've been dabbling in a lot is called pronoia. I don't know if you've ever heard that concept. But, I mean, you can imagine though.
What is another word? Like we got to put this up there.
Yeah. Pronoia.
Put that shit up there. What is it,
It's a psychological concept. Okay. So y'all know what paranoia is, right? It's the opposite of paranoia. So it's making yourself think that everyone is out to help you.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Everything is working out for you in the world and in your universe.
You know what's crazy? I have that mentality, but I didn't know there was a word for it.
Yeah. And it's been coined like a minute ago. I think in the 80s it was coined, I believe. Yeah, because I looked it up and I was like, is this a new thing?
Yeah.
And it was like 1980 something.
So it's pronoia.
Pronoia, yeah.
All right, make sure we put that up there so people can read that.
Absolutely.
Goddamn. You got me learning some shit in this bitch. I like that.
That'll help you when you struggle with that. That's what helps me when I struggle with that because so many people help me. Like I've had angels literally fall from the sky to help me like on some crazy levels. Like shout out you know who I'm talking about. Like angels fall literally from the sky to help me in my time of need. So it's like for me to feel like people are out to get me or that I can't ask somebody for help.
So I got a question.
My blessings.
My fault. So are we the outliers? Because I feel the same way you do, but I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah. We definitely the outliers, bro. We definitely.
I'm asking. Like, are we? Here's my thing: are we the outliers, or people have their mentality? They have the wrong mentality about life and how they should go about.
I mean, it's a little bit of both. Like, but having the mentality is what makes you a outlier or with the big group. You know, like, but. Yo, you hear it all the time. You just go on Instagram and look at notes and see, the notes at the top of the screen and see where people's heads at. Like, like a lot of people feel like everybody don't like them or don't support them. But it's like you're making people not support you by putting that out there. By speaking it and then literally putting it out there for people who follow you or support you to see it. Like, you're really doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Practice pronoia. Like why be paranoid when you can be pronoid?
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree. Why be negative when I can be positive?
Exactly.
You feel me?
And that's what I'm good is about. It's literally why I started this brand.
Yeah.
So
I asked you last time you were on here, explain I'm good for the people who don't know real quick.
Yeah, so I'm good is a beautifully simple way to put that even when you're in your worst points, you know, the deepest of the deepest, darkest of the darkest, reminding yourself certain affirmations, whatever that is, for us, it's I'm good, it's simple, you know, can pull you out of that. And literally it's that simple.
True. I love that, man. Hey, man, we got one more video. Hey, man, we gonna have to dabble into relationships. You know,
Yeah, we got to.
You know, niggas love relationship talk and
man.
everything.
Y'all gonna love this for me. Y'all gonna love this.
Hey, man, so you know Charleston White, right?
Of course.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
course.
You know, he got some crazy takes and shit like
got
that.
some hot takes.
He said, women back in the day won't break their vows even if their husbands do. They wouldn't have broken their vows. So he's saying that a woman back then, even if the man cheated, she wouldn't have cheated back.
Yeah.
Even though the man did it. But today, now girls gotta feel like they gotta get even, or people feel like they gotta get
most
even.
Of them. I say most of them.
How do you feel about it? Do you agree with what he's saying? Do you think it's different?
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think the love back then was different? You think relationships were different back then? What you think about it?
Okay, so I have like mixed opinions, right? Because I feel like it's different just because of social media, but I think that just brought awareness to it. Like I really feel like relationships haven't changed that much. Me personally, like I said, there's an emphasis on it because we see it more now and there's more options for people to see and stuff like that, especially women, like, you know, they can get overwhelmed with choices sometimes. And I feel like that's really what it be. But nah, I don't think it's been too different. Like, you know, especially like 90s, 80s. Maybe like we go back to the 1900s and like, you know, the 50s and 40s and stuff like that. Yeah, like, you know, women was probably just staying out for their husband. But after that point, after like, you know, feminism started, like the 60s, civil rights movement, stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that was when like that social dynamic changed, when women stepped into having more power in relationships. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's a recent thing, no.
Okay, so you think I think
it's been going on for some time.
You think it's a power shift?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right, let's play the video, see what he's talking about real quick.
Most women, because he broke her vows, she still maintained hers. It wasn't about that he was still taking care of, because most men came home and gave the woman all the money.
Yeah.
He kept enough to drink and cheat with and gave her all the money so she could pay the bills.
Facts.
Most men in that time didn't pay bills. He gave her the money and she paid the bills. She went grocery shopping.
But it not her money. That's what I'm saying.
But this what it was about. I took a vow before God. And this vow is a covenant. I'm not breaking this covenant because my husband cheated. She wanted to maintain her dignity even though her husband didn't. She wanted to maintain her vows. Her pride came in saying, I never broke my vows. He did.
Tell him, OG, tell him.
Today's women want to get even.
Preach.
The women before you didn't want to get even. She got even by not doing wrong to you. And in the process, you felt horrible as a man.
Facts.
You made you stop cheating for real.
Hell yeah, bro. Nah, like I feel like that. That Charleston White got some crazy. He had some crazy ass takes, bro.
It's because he be telling the truth half the time.
Type shit though.
Half the time he be geeking and it's like, all right, like you lost me, OG. But like half the time it's like you just told the truth in a way that nobody else wanted to hear.
Yeah,
like just being real.
Yeah, you're right. He do be saying a lot. He say a lot of truths, and I feel like he kind of hit the nail on the coffin at the end. He said a lot of women get their get back by being an even better woman to the man that's cheating. So that guilt eat that nigga alive,
now,
bro.
He trying to do anything.
That's
like
what
remain in your good graces. Absolutely.
Dummy, that guilt that a nigga can feel, especially when even
we got a good girl.
You got a good girl, and you just dogging her, bro, and then she ain't do nothing, and you just that paranoia gonna creep up. You know what I'm saying?
I can't relate. I never had that personally, but I'm sure that there's a man out there who can relate to this.
Yeah, that's what. Right, yeah, I'm not saying that you do, but I'm just saying, niggas, that guilt will probably eat you fucking alive. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about, like, you know, you already said that, you know, relationships change and stuff. Like, why do you think everybody feel like they got to get even nowadays? Not even just girls. Guys feel like they got to get fucking even and shit.
I don't know, yo. It's pride. Like, it's crazy, yo. And it's a war. Like, people don't even realize that, like, it's a, I don't want to get too, because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but like, you know, it's some things that you just can't argue with, right? Like psyops are real. Like, can we get past that?
I agree, but
that psyops are real. Okay, just me. I'm talking to you. This is me and you right here.
Oh, all right, bet.
Y'all, hey, deal with that in the comments. But psyops are real. Yeah. Government, CIA, you know, psyops are very, very real, right? Yeah. So now that we know this, okay, and you see what's going on in social media with men versus women, and we know that negative content is pushed way faster and harder than anything positive, right? This is also a fact that you can't argue, right? So let's take these two facts. Psyops are a thing, and negative content is pushed way farther and faster than anything positive that you could ever post, right? Why do y'all think that we see women versus men content all the time? Like, just sit with that for a second and just think about it, all right? We don't even gotta dwell on it, Flex. We can move on, you know, but just think about that. Think about those three things, all right? Psyops are a thing. Our government, you know, the world, they understand that there are social experiments that they can conduct, right? There's things that they want. They have agendas, just like, you know, you trickle it down. Government has an agenda. You know, the state has an agenda. Your local office has an agenda. Your boss has an agenda. Your family has an agenda. You get what I'm saying? Like, human nature. Like, let's just be real about it for a second, all right? So think about all that, and then when next time you see some women online talking bad about a man, specifically a black woman talking bad about a black man, or the other way around, a black man talking bad on a black woman, just think about everything that I just said and line those up, and, you know, then have your perspective afterwards. Have your perspective after thinking about all of those factors that go into it, bro. That's my rant. That's my TED Talk.
I'm glad you said that, because I literally just got into an argument with someone about the exact same thing that you just said, and how they're deliberately pushing this content onto both genders to try and separate us, to get us emotional, to keep us apart and not make us not want to come together. Yeah, literally had the exact same the conversation, you know, and it's crazy to think that. Not talking about that person, I'm talking about the other people out there don't see what's going on. Yeah, and like you said, you need to take what Koi's just said in mind, that they're deliberately pushing this, and now next time you say something, think about why they're doing this. Like, why are you saying this? Exactly.
Think about why I'm seeing this right now in this time. Like, think about it in a more logical way if you can. Like, think of, you know, take the algorithm into it. What you've been looking at lately, like. Take all that into it and then be like, okay, I just saw this.
But they make it so hard because they make us emotional. They know what to say and what to do to make us feel some type of emotion, whether it's anger, hatred, sadness. And now you're expecting us to try and be logical.
That's the game, yo. That's the algorithm's game. It's emotional. It's appeal to emotions. Yeah. And like, you do it in a good, like, you fight bad with good, or fight good with bad. You know, that's why I do the opposite. I try to promote positivity and things like that, because I know what the opposite is, you know. That's all we can do is just combat it, bro. At the end of the day, like, it's either that or accept our fate. Pick one.
You right, you right, man. Shit, man, that's it. That's all I got for real, man.
Yeah, that's a good show.
I think it was a good episode for real. We usually do 4 topics and stuff like that, but I have one in the tank, but I feel like this is a good spot to leave off on type shit. How'd you feel about it, man?
I feel good. Let's talk about that last topic real quick.
You want to talk about it, man?
Let's talk about it.
Hold on, let me see, man.
While we young, while we're here and alive and well, yo.
Oh yeah, give me 1 second, man. Where is this at? All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Basically, social media tricked us into wanting lives we didn't really want in the first place. How do you feel about it? Do you think you agree? Do you disagree? How do you feel about that?
110%.
Yeah?
I literally went through this year, like the past year or 2-ish or so.
What you mean? Like
I realized that social media showed me a life I didn't really want. Yeah. Like, when I got to the life that I thought I wanted, I was like, this is phony. This is not what I asked for at all. Let me tell y'all this too, right? So, the whole, like, influencer game, like, yo, I love that for y'all. Like, for real, I really do. Like, to have the opportunity to have people come to you for, added value to their lives. You might brighten up someone's day. You might give them advice. You might just give them entertainment, whatever. Like, yo, I love that for y'all. I have no interest in being an influencer.
For real? But hold on, aren't you technically an influencer?
I guess technically you could say that, but like, I mean,
you are literally an influencer. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You can say that, right? Hey, he said it, not me, right? But anyway, I don't want that for myself. It's not even like the title, right? So you can give me the title, bro, and I accept that with grace and with humbleness. Like, this is bro for real. Like, him telling me I'm an influencer, it's not surprising though, because he give me my flowers all the time. Like, I know that I have an influence in his life positively, like I do in a lot of people, right? But I'm talking about the category of influence.
Okay,
I'm talking about the overarching theme of like, yeah, you know, we getting together. We, you know, the what did they pop the balloon?
Yeah, all that shit. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
You know, that culture of the content is what I'm specifically talking about, that I don't want to be a part of. And it's not to knock it, because like I said, I love that for y'all, because it's a good thing. Like, it puts the power back into people. There's no such thing as celebrities no more. It's influencers. And then the influencers, they're usually regular people. Most of them stream, like, they're not hard to get to. You know, like, I know y'all saw Sneeko got beat up the other day or whatever, got sucker punched.
No, bro, I ain't see that.
Yeah, somebody ran up and sucker punched Sneeko in New York. Crazy. It happened a while ago, though.
Oh, okay. Well, if we get that clip, throw that shit up there.
Yeah, he got sucker punched, because it's like, people are close in reach, right? And it's dangerous, but it's also good. But you know, that's everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that for y'all. Me personally, I just love where I'm at right now. Like, if I have the same 2,500 followers that I have right now, I'm good. Like, you can make money off that. That's more than enough. It's this lady who got a 6-figure company, 7-figure company, and she got 1,000 followers.
For real?
Yeah.
You know what she sell or what she do?
I forgot. It's a service though. It's a service-based business for sure, obviously, which are usually the most successful.
Yeah.
Alex Hormozy, who's an entrepreneur from Baltimore. He
I didn't know for the longest he wasn't from Baltimore. I did not know. Dummy.
Yeah, he went to Gilman.
Above us, he was a class.
Yeah, he was above us.
He older.
He went to high school in like 09 or something.
Oh, that nigga old as shit. Okay, got you. Sorry, my old niggas out there.
For sure. But yeah, yo went to Gilman, but he was talking about this lady, because he was like, so many people have the limiting belief that you need followers to make money, and followers do not equal money at all. And I think that's where I also am at with it, on like the wanting to just be, you know, maybe, okay, call me influencer, bro. I'm a small, you know, like a small, whatever you want to call it, you know, a small brand influencer, right? I'm cool with that, because I know I have more than enough resources to make it happen. You know, I have a restaurant on the waterfront in Baltimore, you know, prime real estate that we plan to move and expand and make plenty more, because our recipe and our product and our service is so damn good that you just can't beat it, right? I have that. I have a brand that's positive. I have people that love me. I have influenced a community that, you know, for years. Like, I've been in Baltimore, in the heart of the city, through West Baltimore, out to the county, down over West, and in downtown for 10 plus years, influencing y'all kids. Like, for real, most of them know me. Yeah. I'm not famous, I'm not an influencer, but let me be walking down the street and one of y'all kids see me like, oh, that's bro, he be at the harbor, he sell chicken good as shit, man. Like, well, but I'm sure some of y'all probably heard of me before. You get what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But that's what it's about for me. Like, you know, it's about my tribe, my people who I got now, and you know, we expand. If not, like, I'm good where we at, bro.
It's about
like,
that community you built.
Exactly, yo. That's everything. Because nobody can take that from me.
You can't.
Nobody can take that from me, bro.
You can't. That's why I keep telling people, man. Hey, let's watch this last video real quick.
Let's watch it. He keep looking at me crazy every time I say. He's like, yeah, right. Nigga.
What are you talking about?
Every time I say the influencer thing, he be like,
oh yeah, because you literally an influencer. You're literally an influencer.
I think social media has convinced a lot of people to chase lives that they would never even enjoy living in the first place. Everywhere you look online, it's the same formula. Wake up at 4 a.m., cold plunge, drink matcha, run a marathon.
What's up, bro?
Yo, he hitting it on the nail. Yo, keep it going, yo.
Buy a Ferrari, go clubbing in Miami, right? And don't get me wrong, some of those things sound great. I like saunas, I like cold plunges, I like running. But that doesn't mean it's the same thing for everyone. That doesn't mean everyone has to want the same things. I think a lot of people start chasing these habits not because that they would genuinely enjoy them, but they think that is what the successful
Yo, just imagine, right? You're the type of person that you hate discomfort, but you watch the cold plunge video, and now you trying to do cold plunges for a year straight. You get to day 10 and your body shut down because you literally not built for it. Like,
you're not built for that.
It's crazy.
But people feel like they have to be built for that. Exactly. Like, everybody feel like they got to do the same thing that everybody else is doing.
Social media is dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. You keep going.
Improvement life is supposed to look like online. For me personally, for example, a well-lived life looks a lot different. I want to help people improve their lives. I want to train martial arts. I want to travel. I want to go fly fishing. I want to go camping. I want to spend time in the wild. I want to study philosophy and keep learning because that is what's meaningful to me. And sure, some of the aforementioned things might fit into my life somewhere, But copying someone else's version of success is the fastest way to build a life that doesn't actually fulfill you. So the reminder is this: you don't have to build a life to impress strangers on the internet. You're allowed to build a life that actually fits you, because the real goal isn't to look disciplined or successful online. It's to genuinely enjoy the time you have on planet Earth.
He said it better than I could, yo.
Yeah.
Hit it on the nail.
Yeah.
Yo. I think that I watched him before. It's a couple white boys who I've been watching lately. They make some really good videos like that. Like they just sit down and just give it to you raw, like, telling you about life and things like that. I'm pretty sure I watched bro before.
Oh, all right. This is first time I'm seeing him, but I was like, fuck it, let me throw him in there.
Yeah,
he's spitting low key.
He's spitting.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was saying, like you were saying, like I was saying, people feel as though they get caught up in this trap where they see these videos and they have this idea that someone else gave to them. It's not even their original thought. It's not even their original thought, and they're taking it and they're thinking, hey, I need to be this. I need to do this because someone else, this is what someone else told me their idea of success was. And it wasn't even never was your idea of success. Never your idea of what you ever wanted from life. But they take it and run from it.
What are we doing?
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why do we do that?
It's ambition. I talk about me personally, why I did it. It was ambition, and my ambition, it doesn't end. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and not on the, oh, what's next? But it's just like, if I don't hit a goal or hit what I think is a goal, now I'm going dick hard. I'm trying even harder to hit the goal. I'm literally doing anything. So, a video pops up and it's like, you're not doing shit. You need to do a cold plunge. I'm going to feel like I need to do a cold plunge.
Yeah, I feel you. But what about, like you said, the people who that's never something they wanted to do.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they still go ahead and go through. Basically, what I'm saying is that if you aren't the type of person who likes to wake up at 4 a.m., but you like waking up at 7 or 8, you can still be successful by waking
early
up at 7 and 8. You know what I'm saying? Shit, no, hold on. I know millionaires who don't wake up till 12, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And they don't wake up at 4. They don't cold plunge. They're still successful. You know what I'm saying? They had their own vision of the life that they wanted. And they followed through with it. They took the sacrifice, what we were talking about at the beginning
and
of the episode.
being lazy is better.
What? Being lazy is better?
Being lazy is better. That's one of my new hot
hold
takes.
up. I want to hold up. Say, what the fuck does that mean?
It's being lazy. So let's say this, right? Let's say that me and you are trying to open a lemonade stand, right? Or separately, you want a lemonade stand, we don't know each other. I want a lemonade stand, right?
All right, bet up.
I'm lazy and you're not. You get up the next day, you go to the store, you source the finest lemons that you can find. You know what I'm saying? He might have ordered these lemons from California, from the Napa Valley in California, and the sugar from the cane fields in Cuba or whatever. You get what I'm saying? He basically did everything that he could to make sure that his lemonade was so much better than mine. You get what I'm saying? He did everything he could. And me, I went to the store and I got a gallon jug of lemonade and I filled up some cups and I stood outside and maybe I put my little sister in the front and told her to sit there and look cute. Yeah. And I sell 20 times more than you, right?
Yeah.
Who has the better business?
I mean,
who has a better business?
You right. But hold on. But why did you sell more than me? I think that comes
right. That's the other question, right? Of course, it's more factors to it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it's more so just the broad scheming of it, of zooming out and looking and saying at the very least we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
At the very least you could say we're doing the same thing, right? And I'm putting way less effort in than you are. You know, and that's really it. It's move smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say that's what I'm saying, you know, but it's for someone like me who works so hard, I gotta hear be lazy. Cause otherwise scale back to me is so what? Instead of going to 4 stores, so they just go to 5, or you know what I mean? Instead of going to 4, go to 3, you know, or instead of doing 2 workouts, just 1. You know what I'm saying? So for someone like me, I need to hear be lazy about it because it opens up perspective for me. Because I know lazy, successful people. I really do. I really, really do. Especially now that I'm in the corporate world and I've seen things. I know plenty of lazy, successful people. And it works for them. So if they can do it, you know. And I'm not saying don't pay attention to the quality and, you know, all the things that you're supposed to pay attention to. But find the easiest way to do it without cutting corners. I'll say that. That's probably the best way that I could put that.
Yeah, that was good, man. Let me say my thing real quick.
Yes, sir.
To everybody out there, you're not unsuccessful because you aren't good enough. You're unsuccessful because you were following someone else's idea of success and not following your own.
Amen.
You know, you have an idea since you were a kid, or whenever you got that first idea came into your mind of what you thought, what you saw success was. But over the years, you had other people telling you, no, this is what success is. You had someone else telling you, this is what success is. This is what success looks like. This is what you got to do to get there. But you stop following yourself. You stop listening to that inner voice that's inside of you telling you, hey, this is what you need to do to become successful. This is what success looks like for me. So I encourage all of you out there to start listening to that voice that's inside of you. Start following your dreams, not someone else's dreams. Following your dreams that you always had and that you know was right and that fits your mold. Not someone else's. Follow and fit the mold that fits for you. That's all I gotta say, man.
Hey, journal, that'll help you too.
Yeah, journal.
Low key, journaling, writing things down, getting your thoughts together. Like we keep talking about social media and all this stuff that you can see and hear out there. That'll help you organize your thoughts a little bit. You know, try to journal, just write some shit down. Like you don't gotta be like day 3, but just, you know, it's a day, write down the first thing that come to your mind. Just start writing and start organizing your thoughts. You'll be surprised what you see.
Yeah. I want to say something. So I don't like actual journaling. This is my journaling. For me, talking about all these thoughts that the things that we're talking about, the things when I stop and talk to the cameras and stuff, like these are my thoughts that I have. Instead of me writing it down, I like talking about it.
That's a
I can always go back,
journal.
and then I also have people so they can see it. That's what I want. I want to help people. You know what I'm saying? I always said I wanted to write a book too, and this is me writing my book. This is me writing my book right now.
Video journals is a good way to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
That probably might be better, honestly.
For some people, like you know. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man.
Jewel from Flex, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, I appreciate you having you in the whip, man. You joining us, man.
Yes, sir. We gotta do this again soon.
Oh yeah, you already know, bro. We gonna have you up here, updates and all that shit. Keep us going, you know.
I'll be back this summer, actually.
I bet that. We gonna lock you in. We gonna lock you in. Shit. Let me see. Shit. You got any shout outs while we're here, man? Anything, your business, your peoples, anything, all that shit. Talk to them,
man. Shout out everybody who rocked with me. Shout out everybody who's been rocking with I'm Good for all this time. It's been a long journey, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out my babies. Y'all keep me going. Shout out to my family, you know, friends, people like Flex who give me my flowers when it's necessary, and you know, do cool shit like this, and I can pull up and be cool with them. So you know, that's all I got to say. I ain't got, you know, I ain't too much. I ain't too difficult.
You already shout out your store. You shout out your website already.
Earlier I said the website. Do it again though. Do that shit. AkoyStory.org. All right, that'll take you to everything: shop, food, music, story. You know, you can learn more about me. The business is 301 Light Street. You know, at Harbor Place, the Inner Harbor. This is going to be the last year because, as y'all know, they're tearing down the harbor. So come down to get the food while it's at its first location. It's going to mean a lot. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a long play. This has been a long play for me for a long time. Yo, I knew the harbor was going to get tore down before I ever signed my lease, for real. So this has been a long play for me. They're about to tear it down. This is my first location of good food, right? Obviously, they're going to bring it back, and, you know, all that stuff, that'll come in the future. But please come down for this summer. It's the last summer. Y'all can come down. Come see us.
All right. Good shit, man. Let me say my shit. Appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us in the whip, man. We've been growing crazy. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share it with somebody who you think would enjoy the conversation or would like to join our community, man. And man, please, somebody let us know down in the comments what car you want to see us in next, man. We've been asking that shit. Let us know what car you want to see us in, man. From a Toyota to a Lamborghini, from a Honda to a Rolls Royce. Let us know what whip you want to see us in,
Flex
man.
gonna make it happen.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make it happen. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all better start talking.
Let me know. And also, if you have a whip that you want to show off and you want to get in the whip, let us know, bro. We'll come to you. We'll make it work, man. If you got
no other podcast is doing that.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all got a car you want to show off, let us know, man.
I love it.
Shit, man. I think that's it. We gotta get. I want to see your car next time, bro. We gotta do it in here next time.
Because I'm gonna roll out that fin. Actually, we're gonna do it in the fin.
All right, bet that.
We're gonna do it in the fin next time. Easy car.
All right, hell yeah, man. Anything else, man?
I'm good. Y'all good?
Hey, man, I'm good. You good? Hey, man, you in the whip with Flex
and Coy.
We'll catch you on the next episode, man. Peace.
I ain't tryna wait today. Wake up, get some cake today. I've been with the dogs, I got this money. You tryna chase today. Wake up, see some O's up in my